Hello everyone, Minky here with the first part of my third and final ASAP run that I promised back in March. That being an ASAP area run on Pokemon Legends Arceus. Now, if you don't know what an ASAP run is, or an ASAP area run for that matter in this case, there is a link I've linked in the description to a DeviantArt journal that explains it. But to make things simple for this now, I'll just explain what I need to now, just so you know what I'm going on about. So an ASAP run is like a 100% playthrough of a game, but with extra steps, if you will. In this case, you've got to get all of the Pokemon before the next threshold. So in an ASAP boss run, it's like you've got to beat you've got to beat all the bosses and their respective dungeons in order, and in doing that, you've got to collect all the Pokemon before each one, right? And that means fully evolving your Charmander if you're playing Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow, if you will, to Charizard before the first gym in there, before Pewter Gym and whatnot, and catching all the Pokemon and evolving all of them and whatnot before the first gym. In an ASAP unit run, that's before the next sort of new item, if you will, the next sort of unit, if you will. Typically in Pokemon, that would be the HMs. So in Generation 1, so Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow, that would be Cut, Strength, and Surf, for example. Because in that case, Fly and Flash don't really do anything to prevent you from getting other Pokemon. Those two moves are more like quality of life HMs, if you will. They're not units in this context. And also, sometimes you can start with no units, and sometimes you can start with a unit. So, in the case of Pokemon, that's like, typically no unit whatsoever. In the Pikmin series, you have to start with a unit, if you will, to, start the game, if you will, typically speaking anyway. But in this case, in Pokemon Legends Arceus, in an ASAP area run, it's before the next sort of area. You collect everything you possibly can in each area, and then you go over to the next area and see what else you can get. And every single time as well, you can revisit past places, if you will. You can revisit past units or whatever, So in the case of a unit run, say you've got access to Cut, and then you get access to Strength later on, you can still use Cut after you get access to Strength. So if something requires you to use Strength and then you use Cut, you can still do it, that kind of thing. In this case, in the ASAP area run, I'm pretty sure there's like 5 areas in this game, so it's not that eventful in a sense. But I know sometimes later on you get access to something that allows you to access new areas in previous areas, if that makes sense. We'll see that as we go along in the LP. But for now, let's get started and see where this takes us. When you've seen now saving, it is automatically saved. Disable this in settings. Okay, I'm going to disable that then. Oh, my bad, guys. It's Breath of the Wild. Open your eyes. Welcome to my realm, located beyond both time and space. So it is Legend of Zelda. It is well that thou art here. I am that which humans call Arceus. So, by the way, yeah, I called him Arceus. And even then, this line actually implies that they're not actually called Arceus, they're called something else, but anyway. Yeah, Arceus. No, I mean, like, obviously outside of the realm of, like, Arceus, Arceus, whatever else. I think there was, like, 3 common pronunciations for them. I mean, to be fair, like, as long as you know what you're saying, it doesn't really matter at the end of the day, I don't think. As long as you know what you're saying and whatnot, Because I pronounce I know it's pronounced Suicune. Is it called Suicune? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's called Suicune. The legendary beast out of Entei, Suicune, and Raikou. But I call him Suicune. I've always pronounced him Suicune. So, anyway, now, I wish to know thine appearance. I mean, you're Arceus, you're God. Oh well. Yeah, let's pick my normal character. What is thy name? Why are you asking me this, man? Like, I mean, I know they obviously want to give you, you know, the choice of calling yourself what you want to call yourself. But like, which by the way, I'm calling myself this, Minky AZPA, because that's what I'm gonna call myself in all 5 of these AZP runs, because I'm doing it in the Sword and Shield LP and the Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl one as well. But like, I feel like they could have worded it a little better. Like, they could have said like, your name is ... and then just let you name yourself, kind of thing. That would have been, I think that would have worked better. All is correct and as it should be. That sounds a little dark to me, it's a little ominous. Minky AZPA. What a weird fucking name. No, I'm kidding. Soon thou shalt find thyself in a world strange to thee. Yeah, it was probably me like 5 years ago. When I ran away from home. Jeez. A world inhabited by wondrous creatures that humans call Pokémon. So wait, is this person not from the Pokemon world then? Are they not from Pokemon? Are they from a completely different universe? That just does not have Pokemon? Again, an area where Pokemon didn't... where Team Magma won? Wow. That's something, man. That's quite something. That is quite impressive. I mean, it doesn't necessarily beat a world where Team Magma won, but you know what I mean. Seek out all Pokemon, and thou shalt find me once more. I mean, that's the plan. That's the plan. That's the plan of an ASAP run. You know? I'm glad that they're adding back the Pokédex thing, if you will, like dex completion, rewarding you for it and whatever. No, my phone. How will I record my videos now? Oh, I wonder who this is. Oh, I just remember I was thinking like, oh, this is perfect. There's no like version exclusive stuff in this game. But then I realized like, oh right, yeah, dude, there's a whole plot thing point later on in the game. Oh, geez, that's gonna be annoying, man. I mean, I might make an exception for that though, in this case. But I don't think there's really much of a issue with it. Because when I first played this game, I made a... I mean, I'll spoil it because you know you're going to get spoilers for this game anyway. You kind of get the choice between Diamond and Pearl, a little bit, if you will, in a sense. You know, and I chose Diamond last time, so I guess I'll pick Pearl this time, just I've got like both versions, if you will, but... You know, which is a little annoying, because I said before how I like to always pick the first choice in these ACP runs, just because it's like, it makes things a bit easier in this case, but not that you have to, but it just makes things a little easier, if you will, for me, in the sense of an ACP archivist, or whatever however you want to call it, you know, kind of thing. Are you alive, my boy? My boy. Look at this trio of misfits. You gave me quite the shock, falling from the sky like that. But thank goodness, you seem unharmed. Who is you? Who are you and what's wrong with your hair? Let's ask you the same. I know, right, man? I mean, you fell out of the bloody sky, you understand? Come now, who in the world does that? I mean, we haven't even made helicopters yet, or planes. I mean, we have bird Pokemon, but, you know... I must say, your clothing is unusual. You wouldn't happen to have an acquaintance in these parts, would you? I doubt it. I doubt it, man. I mean, I don't even belong in this universe, man. I see. You seem to be in a bit of a pickle. Might I offer some direction? Do you have somewhere around here you could stay? No, nowhere. So you didn't know anyone here, and you don't even know where to spend the night. Well, this is a proper pickle indeed. Are you quite sure you'll be able to survive? No. Yes, I am quite sure I'm going to be able to survive. Somehow, I guess. I guess. I see. Well, no gentleman would... Why am I reading this? I don't really need to read this, man. I did that in the other two place as well. I don't need to really read this. Just make sure it pops up on screen. These 3 random runaway Pokemon for no reason. Why these 3 of all things? Do you even know what a Pokemon is? Of course I do. What? How the hell do you know what a Pokemon is when you came from a place where you didn't even apparently know where they came from? I mean, I'm gonna go with not really. I want to be logical about this. You don't? You truly have travelled a long way, haven't you? Jeez, if you travelled a long way and you don't know what a Pokemon is, like, jeez, I guess this isn't a real Pokemon world then. I guess it's like half a Pokemon world and half, like, what, Digimon, I guess? Jeez, man. These 3 what we call Pokemon. Very mysterious indeed. Okay, I guess you could give us a slight tutorial or something. Ah, yes, and what might your name be? Minky ACPA. Okay, now that's an alien name. That name is quite the ring to it. No, it doesn't. I imagine it must have some lovely meaning. Yeah, we're going to do an ACP run in this game. Nice. Oh, but I do apologise. I haven't even introduced myself, and yet I know what your name is by the beginning label. My name is Laventon. I am something of a Pokemon professor. That is to say, I'm a scholar seeking to deepen our understanding of Pokemon. Yeah, good luck with that when we don't even know what it's going to be like for another, what, 300 years I think this took place before in? I don't know, man. Oh, blast and bother. Is that what his Pokemon are called? I don't know a thing about Pokemon, man. I only counted 3 Pokemon there. What's the last one's name? My darling Pokemon, why must you run away from me again? Why must you run away from me again? I. Wait. Oh no. Alright, let's get going then. Where the hell are we going then? I guess we're going here. Ring, 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 ring. Phone call. No, that'd be dope, man. It's a glowing, beeping object on over there. Really? Is there? I could not have seen this from a mile away. You know what I mean? It's like, it sticks out like a sore thumb, man. You found something that resembles a phone. You found something that no one in this time is going to understand. It's probably your phone. It's probably your phone, you know, but it's changed shape. You feel like a strange power emanating from it. Message appeared on the screen. Bestow upon thee this Arc phone, and my mission, seek out all Pokemon. What a great time to have Dexit. Jeez. That's going to annoy some people, man. I just know it. Anyway, where's the settings? How do you pause? Oh, okay. Game controls. I need to change this, man. Can I not change this? Come on, man. That's lame. Here we go. Nice. Motion sensitivity. I don't even know how to increase this. Oh, there we go. Oh yeah, I wanted to see what that was about. HUD toggling. I want that on. I guess I want that on, yeah. Choose whether you want to be prompted to confirm a throw each time you use the said R in battle. What? I don't know, man. I guess I'll figure that out when we get there. What? Dynamic range. Adjust the ratio between the loudest and quietest sounds to make it easier. I guess I save that. Nice. Alright, where are they gone? Gonna go catch me some Pokemon. Whatever that means. Oh, there they are. Gee, it's been ages since I played this game, man. I didn't even really complete it. Aha, I'm glad you've come to my rescue, my new friend from the sky. A Ray Quasar reference. Oh, that's such a shame that those three aren't in this game. Makes me want to cry. No, I really wish those three were in the... I wish they were in this game. That would have been so cool, man. How about you don't? Okay, never mind. This is Rowlet. Rowlet can photosynthesize like a plant. And apparently it battles using its sharp feathers. That's the one I'll be going for this time around. It would have been cool if I could have picked like a fire starter, a water starter, and grass starter, but I couldn't really because... I mean, maybe I could have to a degree, but I don't know, man. I mean, I'm probably going to regret it in the future, but to be fair, I don't know if I could have picked the water type starter in BDSP, but to be fair, I should now think about it. That would have been really cool, because that would have made my favourite number, technically. And I'm missing the quill. Oh, never mind. So Quinn ponders Oshawott. Oshawott naps while floating on the water. It can battle using the shell-like object on its belly. Dude, I know how to catch Pokemon, man. Throw these at the Pokemon. 50 Pokeballs, jeez. I won't do it for an explanation, dude. I know how to do it. I know what I am doing, sir. Yeah, roaming Pokemon. Jeez. Alright, where are they? Oh, really? I'm gonna have to motion control it? Oh, jeez, that's gonna be a pain, man. Yeah, man, I need to get you two. But yeah, I mean, Rowlet. Rowlet is gonna be the one in this game, but I could probably get away with them easily in this game, I think. Hopefully they get False Swipe actually as well, because in the other two games, in the other two ATP runs, I'm gonna be picking the same starter anyway, but I don't want to use repeats in any of these games, so when I use Rowlet, I can't use another Rowlet again. Or at the very least, you know, when I evolve Rowlet all the way up to the Decidueye, I can't use the Hisui one again, because I'm using the Hisui one here. Can't use the Alolan one though. Yeah, I can still use the Alolan one in the future though, but I can't use the Hisui one. Because of that's my rule for these LPs, by the way. But like, there's not like a rule against ATP runs or whatever. That's just it's just what? It's just a rule that I have for my Let's Plays, if you will, that I can't repeat Pokemon, if you will. So I can't use it in... I mean, I guess it's the same Let's Play, though. I guess it's the same Let's Play, but I don't know, man, about that one, to be honest. I guess we'll have to think about that, but... But regional variations though, like Alolan Decidueye and Hisui Decidueye, they're fine if I use both. Because they're still technically different Pokemon, to a certain degree, so I feel like that's fine for my rule. But you know, I mean, it is my rule. I get to decide on it, but you know. But I mean, obviously, other people are going to be different. There'll probably be people out there who think like if they have that rule for themselves, they'll say like, oh, I can't use. Like, if I use one Decidueye, I can't use the other ever again, kind of thing for the channel. Also, I guess I should have mentioned this earlier in the other two as well, but I guess I'll put in the call out. So in an ACP run, like I said, I had to catch all these Pokemon, right? So I had to get Rowlet, and I found them all the way up. I had to get, I had to get a Shinx, and a Starly, and a Happiny, and all these other Pokemon that appear in the game. I have to get them. If I can get them anyway in this game. So I had to get a Shinx. Now let's say I don't use any of the Shinx line in this game, right? If I don't use Shinx, Luxio, or Luxray in this Let's Play, I still have to get them for the ACP run, because that's the point. But if I don't use them in the team, they don't count towards that rule, even though I've had to go out of my way to get them and whatnot. Because the rule only dictates for the team, for like the main team, if you will. So when I catch a Shinx in this game and I follow them all the way up to Luxray, that's not banning Luxray from future Let's Plays, if you will. It makes Luxray perfectly fine in the future. So, but it does ban Luxray if I do use them in the LP for the main team, if you will. That's what it is. That's what it entails, if you will. That's my rule for it, if you will. So yeah, that's how that goes. Oh yeah, this isn't time based. This doesn't take your clock, unfortunately. That's a bit unfortunate. But hey, here we are in, I think, Jubilife Village. Oh, I'm gonna have to make 2 per circle, aren't I? I mean, I guess if they're, like, not part of the real team, they're just a build. I mean, that's for Sword and Shield, though, obviously. This way, if you please. I mean, I'll probably make different catcher Pokemon, but I don't know, because that's the thing, I've got to get catchers for these games. But if they're merely builds and not part of the actual, Let's Play of the actual team, then I guess it's fine. But what did you say? Scarcely 2 years ago? Wow. I'll do call-outs anyway for this portion of the game, to if I see anything that I feel like is if I see anything that's like really interesting. Because sometimes I see stuff and it's like really interesting to talk about. Oh, botheration. I'd almost forgotten. Need to go and report that we successfully recovered the escaped Pokemon. When I asked you to wait for me at the canteen. Or the canteen? I don't know. It's just past this building here. Then to the left. The Wallflower, it's called. Alright. And he runs in that direction anyway. What? Why don't you just bring me down there anyway and then say, oh, my bad, I'm gonna go BRB for a minute. Somehow it seems to show where you need to go next. Nice. Somehow it shows where you need to go next. It's like it's got Google Maps. Okay, how do I zoom in? Yeah, it's been like I said, it's been a while. Yeah, he went this direction, man. I don't know, man. Why? But yeah, it's been a long time since I've been down here, man. Since I've played Legends Arceus. Aren't you awfully suspicious? You're gonna catch all our Pokemon? The wallflowers for Galaxy Team folk only? Wow, a bit rude. We don't have seats for outsiders. Move along. Rip. Oh, hey, who's this? I have no idea who this is. Who are you? I've never seen anyone dressed like you are. What if you were attacked by a Pokemon? You'd be mincemeat in this flimsy clothes. The guard let you through. You must have ties with somebody in the village. Yeah, the professor. How to catch his Pokemon, man. Perhaps you met Professor Laventon. I keep wanting to say Professor Layton, man. Like, come on. He's a scholar from a faraway place. Jeez, how far away? Isn't he from Galar as well? Like, jeez. Well, Galar's based on England, or no, the UK. It's based in the whole of the UK, and Japan is like part of Sinnoh, or Sinnoh is part of Japan, even I should say. So I wonder if that's like how relative that is. His Pokemon do get away from him at times, though it makes me a bit worried for him. Oh, I kind of read that wrong. Suppose I'm hardly one to talk. I've had some trouble with Pokemon myself. I was hit by a Pokemon move called Thundershock not too long ago. And don't you have a Pikachu? But the professor, well, I do wonder how long he'll last. Fortunately, it's just as Akari says. Yeah, her name's Akari, that's cool, man. I'm a clumsy sort of fellow, to put it mildly. Everything will be quite alright now. Quite alright. How do you spell alright? Because that's like another word that's just like really weird in the English language. Minky ACPA here has agreed to help with our Pokédex. Agreed to help? Dude, you agreed to help me. Yeah, this is an ACP run. I'm going to be doing like loads of training, man. Excuse me. You plan to appoint him to Survey Corps? No, I'm planning to support him to Survey Corps. You see, can't just slap a badge on whoever you like without Captain Celine's permission. I'll allow it. Celine. Jeez, what is this past, man? What? The years have not been kind to Cyrus from his past or whatnot, man. Jeez. Assuming the individual can control. Also, by the way, I love that it's called the Galactic Corps or something, like it's Team Galactic. Starts with a G, like Giratina, like it's Diagon Palkia, Diamond and Pearl or whatever. I like that. Pretty cool stuff, I think. It's not the greatest stuff, it's not that great, but I think it's still pretty cool, though, to be honest. So many individual can contribute to the survey club, that is. I am the captain of the Galaxy Team Survey Clubs. You can call me Celine. You can call me Cyrus. Celine. Professor Laventon has told me you helped secure his Pokemon when it slipped his control. I'm now bumping you up to Professor, and Professor Laventon is new to the team. Now it seems he would like us to feed and house you in exchange for your ongoing labour. You look to be about 15 or so. Quite old enough to work for your keep. Back in those days, maybe, yeah. I imagine, probably 10 would have been fine. These days, I think you have to be, 13 at least. And that's just part-time. Legally speaking. Well, I could be off about that, though. I don't know. This is obviously Pokemon. This isn't, to us, it's not work. It's, a video game, so... Tomorrow we shall see if you can prove yourself worthy. If not, we're kicking you out. Oh, a most reasonable decision, Captain. If you come join us for a meal, I'm sure you've got plenty of questions for our visitor. No. I eat alone, so I might appreciate my meals without distraction. Meals are my best friend. Aloof as always, I see. Well, no matter. The rest of us can share a meal and some pleasant conversations then, eh? Benny, old chum. The usual potato mushy, if you please, but make it for free today. Oh, man. I'm gonna have to do, like, a lot for this, man. I mean, I don't know. I think this one's going to probably be my favourite of the 3 ACP we've done doing, to be honest. Because, like, I mean, like, this is more like an adventure, I feel like. If you were, like, I mean, it's so different from normal Pokemon. Yeah, it's just so different and whatnot. Oh, excuse me. I am a scientist. Nice. And, so, like, I mean, this one... I mean, we've got that book, that Pokédex, where we've got to, like, use, like... I mean, we've got to be weird with it, and it's like, you know, do this with, you know, evolve Wurmple into Silcoon 3 times, evolve Wurmple into Cascoon 3 times, and whatever, and it's like, there's so much of it to just do, you know, there's just so much of this kind of stuff that we've got to go through, if you will, but with that, with stuff like that, the different, like, Pokédex entry tasks thing, we don't need to do any of them, not for a normal, you know, ASAP run. We would need to do it for the 101% playthrough because we need to do... Because 101% kind of like does everything, at least no stones unturned kind of thing. In terms of like collecting, if you will. But for a normal 100% playthrough, yeah, we don't need to bother with that kind of thing. I mean, unless it gets you something. You know, unless it gets you something, that kind of thing. I mean, obviously, I'll see about doing what I can anyway. Like, obviously, like, yeah, if it says evolve Wurmple 3 times, then obviously I'm going to evolve a Wurmple at least once, you know, because I need to fill out the dex anyway. And it's probably a lot more convenient to get a Wurmple, and then just evolve them into Silcoon or Cascoon to get, you know, to get more dex entries filled out, and then obviously, like, oh, you've evolved a Wurmple once, so therefore you've done a little bit for it, if you will. But, you know, there's like so much here to do. You know. And then, what else? I don't know, man. I mean, it depends as well. Like, if it's like... If something says, like, I mean, I know some Pokemon evolve weirdly. Like, I know Stantler evolves by using a certain move so many times, and I think there's a task to do that as well. So if the number of times you need to evolve to use the move to evolve Stantler is equal to or more than the number of times it says to do it in the Pokédex, which it probably isn't more than, but if it is equal to or more than that amount for the Pokédex, then you will be doing that as well, just for the sake of argument. But you know, in this case, it's like, I don't know, man. It's just odd, I guess. I have complete confidence in Minky's skills, even though he comes from a place where Pokemon don't even exist. Let's hope it's not misplaced. yeah. It's Minky AZPA, was it? For tonight, at least, we will provide you with a place to sleep. You may use our quarters there. All the way over there. But if you fail to pass the trial we'll put to you tomorrow, you must move on. You will be expelled from the village to meet your fate, and perhaps your death in the wild. Imagine if he just slips up by accident, and then it's like, oh, well, get out, and then the fate of the world just like dies because the main character died. God, man. Captain Celine's somewhat like Hisui, and they're both quite harsh. Now, she simply puts on a stern front to help keep us all safe. Yeah. Oh well. Imagine the new friend has had enough falling for one day. that I bid you both a good night. Indeed. Oh yeah, man. Nice screenshot right there. Oh, it even puts you on the screen as well. Puts the mark on the screen, so that's really nice. Yeah, it's nice because I mean, like I said, it's been a while since I've played this game, so I'm a bit out of it. But this is gonna be nice. Yeah. Yeah, I'll save in a minute. I'll save in a few minutes. Checking server tips. Server tips contain all sorts of useful information to help you carry out your survey work in the Hisui region. To read them at any time, simply press the up button to open the menu, then go to the help screen. Any tips for team members? Don't wish your toils to be forgotten. Diligent record keeping will save you from such a fate. Saving your progress. Yeah, we know. We know that bit. No, let's not do that yet. Actually, no, yeah, let's stop there. So, tomorrow, let's save the game then. Yep. Playtime 38 minutes. Why do I have 38 minutes when I've only been recording for 37 and a half? That's weird, but oh well. Right, well, there's my game saved then. So, let's get a nice screen up. I don't know, I guess I'll leave it on that screen, yeah, that's fine. But yeah, on that note, so yeah, I don't know what else there really is to say, so if there is anything, I guess I'll put it in a call out, but for now, I'm going to leave you at that, and next time we'll continue on and hopefully do some more progress and whatnot. So yeah, on that note, I will see you later, and thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a really minky day.